Hello survivors, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm just going to be claiming my rewards, I guess you could say, from the hilltop egg hunt. And I thought this was a pretty decent event in terms of just not being too strenuous. The part of the eggs obviously were part of just normal milestones and rewards and stuff, and then the other eggs were just part of the raid system. There was a raid tournament in the middle of it as well, so a lot of people got a lot of eggs through that. The only part where you had to do something that you wouldn't normally do in the situation was the roadmap, and the roadmap was pretty straightforward. It didn't use too much energy. I think it was the first act was 3 energy per stage, and the second act was 4 energy per stage, if I remember right. It could have been 4 on both, but it wasn't too over the top. I think this was good for veterans, but really good for new players, because this is going to be like one of the few avenues you're going to have as a brand new player. And the roadmaps, like I say, weren't too hard, so a new player could either get their hands on a lot of medals or particular gear if they've only got 1 6-star and they want to get them to tier 4 for whatever reason. I would say it's probably best not to try and just race to tier 4. I would say medals are probably the best way to go, and that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be claiming only medals. I did think about it for a while, and the main reason I've come to this decision is kind of what I touched on in previous videos, in terms of I don't want to be bottlenecked at actually being able to 6-star a character, but I don't mind being bottlenecked at having to tier 4. Like, tier 4 is great, a couple, 100 extra stat, if that, on every character, but the difference between a 5-star and a 6-star is massive. I enjoy being able to 6-star a character more than I would enjoy being able to tier 4 a character. So I'm going to claim all these crates and I'm going to open them. I'm going to do exactly the same on both regions. I'm actually hoping am I doing the right one? So I think by my calculations, we get 7, or at least I get 7. I did the roadmap every day. I didn't miss out. And I'm left with 500 bloody eggs from milestones and stuff, and quite a lot of green eggs. Whether we get something for these, maybe some SD points, like 1 SD token per green egg, or maybe 10 per bloody egg. You know, SD tokens don't really mean much, but it would be nice. And as I say, I'm going to open these. I think it was 150k, 100k, 50k, and 25k. So we want to get some of the higher numbers. Let me just see what I'm on right now. This region's where I need it the most. I'm mainly looking at silver medals. 927,000 and 1,800. Was that 1,867? Okay, we'll try and remember those numbers. Just under 1 million, just under 1,900. So we'll go. Let's go. Well, that's 50. I think that's like a little bit up. As long as we don't get too many 25s, I won't be too mad. Wait, okay, we get 100. Let's see if we can get 150. If I can get 500k from this. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's 300k so far. So if I can get 500k from this, I'm going to be really happy. I'm going to be really happy. Oh, we do get a 25. We've got 1 of each so far. That's not too bad. Another 50. Okay. 2 more. So I think we're at nearly 400. Hey, another 150. So that's it. I think I'm done. Right, this is just the bonus one. What are we going to get with the bonus? 25. Okay, so I think I should be at like 1.5 million. There we go. I'm feeling a lot better now. That's basically that's enough Ascendance medals for 2 6-stars that I just got there. In silver. In gold, I got enough for 1. But I do 5-star ascensions. I'm not doing them right now because I've got nothing to ascend for, but in the future I think I'm going to be ascending a bit more. But I'm really happy with that. I'm going to switch over to my other region. I'm going to claim exactly the same thing. I'm going to go for the middles as well there. Okay, same dealio. I'm going to go for 7 pulls in this region. And let's see if I can get more. I think in the last region I got 150k times 2. I think it was 148. So I got 500k basically. So let's see if I can get more than 500k in this region. I'll just try and... I have got a lot more medals in this region, but I am actively ascending for 5-stars right now. I'm trying to go for Lori. And on my other region, the reason my silver tokens was quite low is because I was going for Rosa for a long time. So I've got 1.26 on this region. I have got a lot less 5 stars as well. I've got half the amount of 5 stars on this region, so that just shows you the amount of times I've ascended for. Sorry, half the amount of 6 stars, should I say? So let's open these. Give me at least one 150, and I'll be happy enough. Get a 50, a 25, 75, 25. I mean, I'd actually say this region is the one I don't need huge amounts of tokens on, so it's not as bad. Still would want the big ones. So we've got 2 25s, 2 50s. Maybe it's just scaling. Maybe it's just going to be like 100 now. No. Like, no, it's not the case. There we go, 100. Last one. Can I get 150 on the last one? Let's come on now. Okay, another 100. That's not too bad. So I think I got around about 350 there. So I should be at about 1.6. There we go, 1.63. I can't complain too much. 3,200 legendary medals as well, so that's enough for like 10 6 stars. But I've got enough for what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 stars within silver. Okay, not too bad. I thought, like I said, I thought this event was pretty good in terms of just not being too hard, not too strenuous. I will probably get this last milestone, but you know, just within quite easy range. The milestones. I did hit 500k on every tournament. I don't struggle too much to hit 500k just to get gear, slightly higher placement. Sometimes I hit 750. It was a little disappointing that the pink eggs were so limited. It would have been nice if there were pink eggs involved in the prize structure or something, like, because of how the claims were sort of broken down. You could have effectively had like 50 pink eggs as a prize in a tournament, and that's basically like you're giving this crate away. And then you could have had 175 pink eggs in a tournament as like first place, and that's basically like saying you're getting 2 pieces of this gear. You know, obviously they have to get the other stuff as well, but I think that would have been a pretty awesome way of doing things. But I didn't mind the event too much. Like I said, I think this is good for everybody. Veterans are just going to get a little boost, and they get a selection. And I think that, you know, newer players are going to get a nice advancement. If you're still on the fence, I would say it's, you know, it's up to you. I would say do what you want. If you desperately want a tier 4 character, go for it. I think there are only certain characters that are really worth like pushing to tier 4, like the Shivas. I think Dwight is pretty good on attack. Damage characters basically are really good to tier 4, or any characters you think have got real longevity in your team, like as long as you haven't got them for the speed of their rush, because if you've got them for the speed of their rush and their rush is 76 or 85, those characters are not going to be useful for very long, you know, like, or they are going to be useful for a reasonable amount of time, but they're going to be the first characters that are going to be less useful. Whereas if you've got characters with 66 rush, those are the ones that are going to have a little bit more longevity, and a bit more usefulness in just like long term. Obviously you're going to be like, if you say you T4 Tyrese, he's going to be useful forever, like forever in terms of other parts of the game, but in terms of raids he may not be. So that's why I went for Hilltop Egghunt 1, just because I wanted to get medals and I didn't want to get bottlenecked on actually getting 6 stars. I don't mind getting bottlenecked on getting to tier 4. Now I have got a couple of weapon upgrades. I did 2 on my stream yesterday, and I did 2 just now, which I recorded, but I'll latch on to the end of this video. And it's because we just got the territories, and I timed that it will be roughly ready for when my stream is tomorrow. So it wasn't a problem for me to actually get these, and I will latch them on now. Would be good. No bleeds, please. Oh, and crits. Just give me some crits. No green smoke. No green smoke. I hate you. I hate you. One more. Come on, Athena's helping. Why are you doing this, out? Okay, we get one. We get one. We get one. Just no bleed. Just no bleed. We're gonna just go straight for it. No bleed. Yes. No bleed. Okay, okay. So that is the end of the video, guys. Tell me what you thought about this event. Whether you thought it was good, whether you thought it was just no big deal, but nice little extra bit of rewards. I kind of think this is a kind of a minor event. This is kind of comparable to death letters and stuff like this, where it wasn't huge amounts of work. I think this is probably the easiest one we've had in recent times in terms of just like a small event. I'm looking forward to the next larger scale event, like that lasts a couple of weeks, maybe something, you know, decent on the cards. I kind of wish they would bring back a wheel so there was a bit more difference within what the reward structure would be. So I'm just looking forward to what's next. But as always, guys, this is the end of this video. But as always, keep on surviving. Keep on surviving.